Twitter spent $30 million buying Vine, then killed it 4 years later. The app had invented TikTok's future just as short video was taking over the internet. Its best creators had asked Twitter for a reason to stay. The talks collapsed, the talent walked, and within months, Twitter announced that Vine was done. This was not a forgotten experiment. Vine had more than 200 million active users, created a new class of internet celebrity, and turned 6 seconds into a global language. Now the app is being revived as Divine, with hundreds of thousands of old clips restored and Jack Dorsey helping fund the comeback. That makes the original failure even stranger. Vine found the format. It found the talent. It found the audience. What it never built was an economy connecting all three. The fatal mistake was not the 6-second limit. It was treating creators like free inventory instead of the suppliers who made the entire platform valuable. Vine began with Dom Hoffman, Rus Yusupov, and Colin Kroll. Their first idea was broader than comedy clips, a simple way to capture small moments from everyday life. But one technical constraint transformed the product. A Vine could last only 6 seconds, and it looped automatically. That limit looked absurd until people started using it. 6 seconds forced every movement to matter. A joke needed an immediate setup and payoff. A dance became a perfect loop. Stop-motion artists could hide the seam and make an ordinary room feel impossible. Twitter saw the potential before the public did. In October 2012, it reportedly paid about $30 million for Vine before the app had even launched. Vine arrived on the iPhone in January 2013. By April, it was the most downloaded free app in Apple's store. By June, it had 13 million users. The product had created a new behavior almost overnight. It also created stars. King Bach, Lele Pons, Brittany Furlan, Logan Paul, and hundreds of others learned to tell stories at a speed that traditional media did not understand. Shawn Mendes turned 6-second song covers into a music career. Vine was not just hosting clips, it was training the first generation of mobile-native performers. But the people generating that value could not share directly in it. Vine never built a dependable native way for creators to earn money. There was no meaningful revenue share attached to a viral clip, no mature marketplace connecting talent with advertisers, and no reliable payment that grew with an audience. The biggest stars found workarounds. Brands might pay a creator thousands of dollars for a sponsored Vine. Talent agencies assembled campaigns outside the app. But that money did not come from Vine, and the platform did not control the relationship. That distinction matters. A social network can survive for a while on attention alone. A creator network cannot. The performers are not merely users, they are suppliers. When their audience becomes valuable, every competing platform can offer them a better storefront. YouTube already had advertising revenue. Instagram allowed longer videos and had Facebook's sales machine behind it. Snapchat offered a growing young audience. Vine gave creators fame, then required them to leave Vine to turn that fame into a business. By 2015, the problem had become impossible to ignore. Nearly 20 of Vine's top creators gathered for a private meeting in Los Angeles. 18 of them proposed a deal. Pay each creator $1.2 million, make specific product changes, and they would each publish 12 original Vines every month. The total commitment would have been about $21.6 million for 1 year, less than Twitter had reportedly paid to acquire Vine. The talks did not produce a deal. That number can sound outrageous until you understand what Twitter was actually buying. These creators were not asking to be rewarded for old popularity. They were offering a predictable supply of the programming that brought millions of viewers back every day. Twitter evaluated the payment like a cost. YouTube would prove it was infrastructure. Money was only half the problem. Vine also failed to build the discovery system its format needed. The app relied heavily on follows, featured channels, popularity, and human curation. That could showcase established stars, but it made the network increasingly dependent on a small group of people who already had distribution. TikTok's eventual breakthrough was not simply vertical video. Its recommendation system treated every clip as a candidate and every viewing decision as a signal. A new creator could reach a large audience before building a follower graph. That made posting feel like a lottery with surprisingly good odds. Vine had the perfect unit for that system, a tiny looping video that generated rapid feedback. Did someone watch once, loop it 5 times, share it, or swipe away? Those signals could have powered an exceptionally fast recommendation engine. Instead, Twitter was divided over what Vine should become and how video fit inside Twitter itself. Vine remained a separate app. Twitter added native video. It also bought Periscope for live broadcasts. 3 products were now competing for attention, engineering resources, and a coherent strategy. Leadership churn made the split worse. Vine's founders left. Product priorities changed. Creators complained that new features arrived without the communication and support they needed. The format was moving fast. The organization behind it was not. Competition did not wait. Instagram introduced 15-second video in June 2013, only months after Vine's launch. Snapchat expanded stories. YouTube remained the place where a following could become a durable library and a paycheck. Longer video was not automatically better, but it gave creators more room for ads, storytelling, and sponsorships. Vine eventually experimented with longer clips, yet the product's identity was trapped between protecting its famous constraint and becoming a broader video platform. The stars began moving their audiences elsewhere. Between January and June 2016, more than half of Vine's users with at least 15,000 followers reportedly stopped posting or deleted their accounts. This was a marketplace collapse. Viewers opened Vine because creators posted. Creators posted because viewers watched. Once top talent treated Vine as a trailer for work hosted elsewhere, both sides weakened at the same time, and Twitter itself was under pressure. Growth had slowed, losses were mounting, and the company was cutting jobs. A separate video app with declining activity and no clear business model became difficult to defend. On October 27, 2016, Twitter announced that it would discontinue Vine. The Creation app closed in January 2017, almost exactly 4 years after launch. 9 months later, TikTok began its international expansion. It would be too simple to say one rejected creator deal killed Vine. Paying 18 stars could not repair every product problem. It might have concentrated power among the people already winning, and it would not have replaced a real monetization system. But the meeting exposed the fatal misunderstanding. Twitter thought it owned a video product. In reality, it operated a 3-sided market connecting creators, viewers, and advertisers. The app optimized the viewing format while neglecting the side that manufactured the entertainment. Consider the choice as a unit economics problem. Twitter had paid roughly $30 million for the company. The creator's proposal cost about $21.6 million for a year of guaranteed output. That would not have been cheap. But shutting Vine down made the acquisition, the audience, and years of cultural advantage worth almost nothing. A better answer was not simply to accept their price. It was to build a system where thousands of creators could earn based on the value they generated, then use the top group as launch partners. Revenue sharing, brand tools, better analytics, and algorithmic discovery could have made staying rational. Instead, Vine's best business opportunity existed outside Vine. If these breakdowns help you see the decision behind the headline, subscribe. The next one is already being built. TikTok solved the 2 problems Vine left open. Its recommendation engine could distribute a stranger's first good video, and its creator ecosystem offered multiple paths toward money, including brand deals, commerce, live gifts, and platform programs. Those systems are imperfect, and creators still complain about payment. But the strategic loop is clear. Better discovery attracts creators, more creators produce more attempts improve the feed, and a larger audience attracts advertisers and commerce. Vine had culture without that loop. Its constraint produced originality, but originality alone did not produce a defensible business. The 2026 revival is built around nostalgia, restored archives, and a rejection of low-effort artificial content. That is a compelling identity. It also faces the same question the original never answered. Why should the next great creator build a career there instead of using it as a launchpad to somewhere else? Resurrecting the clips is the easy part. Resurrecting the economy is the real test. The lesson for builders is simple. If users create the thing other users come to consume, payouts and distribution are not optional growth features. They are core product infrastructure. Vine protected its 6-second format more carefully than it protected the people who made 6 seconds valuable. Twitter owned the blueprint for the next decade of social video, but it never finished the machine around it. The company did not lose because nobody wanted short video. It lost because everybody did. If you think Vine handing TikTok the future was a disaster, wait until you see how MySpace handed Facebook the social graph. That postmortem is on screen now.